Jason Kelce, my twin brother, is back. And as he says, who the dogs want first? So everybody ain't doing Dingbat here. So today we come with the big ass dog. Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. So my man Jason Kelce is returning for the 2021 season. I'm excited about that, man. I am glad to have Kelce back. We are getting back the two veteran guys I did not want to lose this all season. Kelce, and it looks like Brandon Graham will return, so this is big time for me. And the Eagles are making moves today. We are going to get into it in a second, but before I do that, I have to give a huge shout out to Kathy Stearns. Now, she is a channel member, she's been a long-time listener, and she's a Cowboys fan, but she's a great person. Her and her husband, I guess there's some health issues going on. I don't want to get into the specifics of it because I don't know what she wants out there, but I just want to say to her and her husband, me and my family, we're keeping you in our prayers. Happy anniversary to you guys, because I know it's your anniversary, and hang in there, fight through it, because things will get better. But we're praying for you. I think Mark did a video also on her earlier. I just don't want to put out information, I don't know if somebody wants out or not, but I just want her to know that we're thinking and praying for her here at this family. So just hang in there. You need anything from me, just let me know, and I'll help however I can. Now, as far as the Eagles go, they are making moves today. We have a lot of restructuring going on. We have a lot of different moves for the Eagles to get under the cap. I think today, before the day started, they were about $34 million over the cap. So there's still quite a lot of millions of dollars over the cap, but they are beginning to cut into it, okay? First thing we got to talk about, Darius Slay. Now, I did videos on him a couple weeks ago talking about what options the Eagles have. And really, when you look at it, they could have traded him, but that would have killed you with dead money. And you weren't going to get anything from him if by trading him, because nobody was going to give you a lot. It just wasn't going to happen. You were going to eat more dead money. We're already eating $34 million with Carson Wentz. So the Eagles didn't want to do that. They restructured his deal. Now, I'm not a big fan of all the restructures. However, I kind of don't know what the Eagles can do with some of these guys other than restructure because of the position they kind of put themselves in. So they restructured Darius Slay's contract. They're going to save $9.1 million under the cap, okay? So take that off, that $34 million. Now we're talking about, $25 million. Lane Johnson, he is working on a restructure right now that will save the Eagles about $6.9 million. So that is going to be another $7 million. Then, you heard, and we talked about this last week or a couple days ago, Brandon Graham, he's working on a restructure. That's going to save the Eagles $8.5 million. So all of a sudden, you're going from, $34 million down to 25. I got to try to calculate the calculations. I can't do it like Howie Roseman, right? So you got 20, you got 9, that's 25 million. Then you got, another 6.9, so then you got 18 million, and then you got another 4 million in Kelce. So that's you're going to be about $14-15 million still over the cap before Brandon Graham's restructure kicks in, which will be another 8.5. So this team, and did you see how I did that? Did you see how I calculated the calculations of cornbread? I am so bad at math. I could never be a GM, never be a contract guy like Howie, because it would take me years to do the math. Oh, I'm so stupid. What a dingbat. What a dingbat. Especially, it's early in the morning for me, so I still haven't had enough caffeine to even do 2 + 2 = 5. You see what I'm saying? No, okay, anyways. No, it doesn't. I really does. Some people are going to think I'm really saying = 5. No, it doesn't. But, in all truthfulness, the Eagles they're working out these deals, and they are going to get themselves under the cap. It's going to happen. You can see how they're going to do it. There's still a few other guys they could restructure. Don't forget they're going to probably trade Zach Ertz. That could save them some money too. So they're going to get under the cap. Yes, they're restructuring again. They're kicking the can down the road again. I kind of hate that. I don't like it. But at the end of the day, on some of these guys, I don't know if they have any other moves. They are going to have some cap space coming because they're going to clear out Carson's contract. So they can, if they don't overdo it and they just do enough to get by, and kick some of that down the road, they'll be fine. Now, as far as Kelce is concerned, he's going to make $9 million guaranteed. He could earn up to 12 after incentives. And like I said, that's going to give you about $3.9 million, somewhere around there in cap space. So I expect more of these to happen. The Eagles got to get under the cap before the 17th. That's when free agency starts. You need cap space just to sign your draft picks, let alone try to go out and get some free agents. But when we look at the Eagles' offensive line and we look at where they're at right now going into the season, if they stay healthy, this is once again a really good offensive line. You have Kelce at center. Then you have Brandon Brooks. He's coming back at right guard. Then you have Lane Johnson at right tackle. Sayamalu, left guard. And I'm assuming Jordan Mailata at left tackle. I love Mailata at left tackle. I think he can play it. Sayamalu, I think he's a decent left guard. I don't think he's the greatest thing in the world. I think he's decent. But you know what you get with Jason Kelce, Brandon Brooks, and Lane Johnson. That right side of the line is going to be tough. And all of a sudden, the Eagles have a good offensive line, which means my man Miles Sanders can run. Run Miles Sanders. And please run him a lot this year because he's a hell of a player. And he was underutilized last year. So all of a sudden, this offensive line looks pretty good, and people want to kind of get on me about, will this team be competitive? Yes, they're going to be competitive, because if this line is good and they give Jalen Hurts time and they go out and they draft the right guy at 6, all of a sudden, this team's going to have some playmakers. They're going to be able to move the ball, score some points, and anything can happen in this division. But I am so excited to have Jason Kelce back this year. It looks like Brandon Graham is working out a deal himself, and that's great. So we'll see. I'm sure more of these restructurings are coming. I think you're going to see some trades, and the Eagles are going to be able to work this cap down. Like I said, they started the day at about $34 million. I think it's down to about $14-15 million now over the cap, and they should be able to finish that up with a few more moves. So with that said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Take care. I will talk to you later. And of course, don't be a dingbat.